once, Hiranyakashipu, the demon king, performed a penance so intense that he was granted a boon from Lord Brahma, one that seemingly made him invincible. Corrupted by his power, he declared himself God, spreading terror and seeking to erase Lord Vishnu's name from the world. Kayadu, his wife, nurtured their unborn son Prahlad with stories of Vishnu narrated by Narada Muni, instilling devotion before his birth. At school, teachers instructed by Hiranyakashipu sought to corrupt Prahlad with lessons in greed, lust, and anger. Prahlad rejected their teachings, inspiring his friends to instead embrace godly virtues. Mistakenly believing the teachers taught Prahlad these good values, Hiranyakashipu fought the teachers, only to later realize Prahlad was defying him. Furious, Hiranyakashipu subjected Prahlad to brutal trials, throwing him into pits of venomous snakes and blazing fires. Yet, Prahlad's faith shielded him, leaving Hiranyakashipu tormented by doubts about his own power. Finally, Hiranyakashipu confronted Vishnu's supposed omnipresence, striking a pillar in his palace. From it emerged Narasimha, Vishnu in the avatar of a half-man, half-lion. In a climatic battle, Narasimha tore through Hiranyakashipu's arrogance, ending his reign and restoring divine order. Stonybrook Taandava presents Ahankara, the fall of Hiranyakashipu, where ego is shattered by faith.